Hello, it's Helen from Authentic Awareness of You with this week's tarot card reading for the week of the 4th to the 10th of January. So, Happy New Year and welcome back. So, let's see what's happening for us this week. And this week I'm using the Druid Craft Tarot. So, as we start off the week, we have Princess of Wands or Page of Wands. So, pages or princesses are a new energy. You want to start something new. It also is the message card, and usually if it is with the wands, it's usually positive messages that you are quite happy about. So this could be a new start or a new beginning. You want to initiate something new in your life. Could be could be about creativity, it could be about your work. It basically is, particularly when I look at this card, it is just about starting something new. She's ready for something new to begin. And she looks as though she's kind of really ready to start it. She's standing like at the starting line, ready to go. So new beginnings, something coming in. You also, when I look at this card, she's not carrying anything with her. She's just simply dressed with her cloak and her wand, and she's kind of ready for it. So this indicates to me that you really do want to have a new experience. You don't want to keep having the same old experiences because she has no baggage with her. She's not carrying anything with her. So make sure that this is something new that you really want. It also could be a good time to really clear your energy. Get rid of any clutter that's around you. Get rid of any clutter that represents something old that no longer works for you or is actually serving you anymore. Because there is a freshness and a lightness to her. So clear away the clutter. Be very clear in your thoughts and your intentions about what it is that you actually want to create and what it is you actually want to start anew with. So you may just be having this feeling around you that there's something new coming your way. We'll certainly go with that. So get ready for that and be prepared for whatever that new energy is that's coming your way. Because this card indicates to me that you have been doing the work and now it's time to focus on what it is that you want to bring in for this year. But it is about, removing the clutter, get rid of the baggage because you're ready to have a whole new experience. And so it may require you to just tidy up these little loose ends that are around you because she's ready for something new to happen. Something that's going to be inspiring, that's going to make you feel passionate, that's going to make you feel fiery again. Because she looks as though she's certainly ready for it. And it's very future orientated because she's really looking to the future. There's no baggage with her. There's nothing cluttering her path forward. So we might move to the middle of the week and see what's surrounding us. Oh, so we have the Lovers card. So this is a major arcana card. So that looks pretty exciting, doesn't it? Okay, so ideally the Lovers is a choice card. It is about making, obviously, better choices. It's about making commitment to those choices. It's also about thinking about what kind of relationships you actually do want to have and what kind of relationships and what sort of people you want to have those relationships with. So now this certainly can be either intimate or a business partnership or relationship. I would say by looking at that card it certainly has to do with more of a romantic or intimate or certainly a sexual theme to it. But it's about choosing wisely, ideally, is what the Lovers card is about. It's about choices, because once we commit, we make that choice, we're in it. And once you're in it, and then that's a whole other ball game. So this page is not rushing into anything, but she's standing back and thinking and putting her intention out there, and it certainly could have to do with a new lover or a new relationship coming in. So even the Lovers card does feel like there's a freshness and an openness there. And even with the flowers and the little fawn in the background, there's a new energy. So it still comes back to wanting to have a new experience. Either wanting to do things differently or having just a completely new experience in a new way of doing things. And I think that's really important. That's the main thing. And since we're talking about a wand energy, that's being very true and authentic and being yourself in whatever relationships are around you at this point in time. So let's see what the third card is, I think. And then we have the Seven of Swords. Now, this card never really puts a smile on my face. I do find this personally a bit of an uncomfortable card. Mainly because it's a card of sometimes we have to get a new plan or a new idea. It can be a kind of a card of, we think something's going to turn out this way and then it doesn't, and then there's a sense of disappointment. We don't quite understand what's happening, because he looks a bit worried there. So Mercury does also go retrograde around the 5th and the 6th. So that always makes the energy a bit higgledy-piggledy, like it shakes it up a little bit. So just be aware of that. So ideally getting a new plan. It can be because you don't understand kind of what's happening. So something sort of may happen on the, around the weekend where you kind of go, I don't understand why people do that, or why is that happening? You ask those kind of questions with the Seven of Swords. It can be, things don't turn out the way you think they are, whether that's positive or negative. It's like, well, I didn't see that kind of happening. So you go back to the drawing board, you come up with a new idea, you come up with a new plan. But ideally, you're also trying to work out why people do the things they do. Or even yourself, you're trying to work out, why did you think of that, or what made you do that? So there's a bit of, whenever this card comes up, it also is a sense of, being a bit cautious. So I would say when you're picking and choosing what kind of intimate relationships you want to have, or where you want to place your energy, be a bit cautious and also be quite realistic to that. So pay attention there again to the messages or the signs that you get at the beginning of the week, because that may help you to work out and go, well, yes, could be a bit difficult or a bit shady for me. I want to have a new experience. I need to follow this path. So the 7 can be a bit of an uncomfortable energy. You might have to go back to the drawing board, rethink things a little bit, make adjustments is usually a good word for the 7 of Swords. You may just have to, tweak it a little bit, make adjustments to perhaps what you were thinking your new beginning could actually be. But there again, all the swords are laying down. So if you are having any conflicts within yourself or kind of external conflicts, try and put them down. Try and come up with a new idea or a new plan to help you to move forward. That's what I think that's also saying as well. We don't want to keep doing things the same old way. We need to kind of start doing them differently now. And what messages or thoughts or insight that comes your way may be able to help you to work that out. It's like he's trying to come up with a brilliant idea when I sit there and look at that, because the light's behind him and he's sitting down and he looks a bit worrisome. So he's trying to come up with a brilliant idea to help take him forward. So don't rush through this week. Don't make any hasty decisions, because that's when you could certainly fall into the other side of the 7 of Swords, where there is deception and disillusionment and illusion, and you certainly could be going, oh, I thought that was going to be that way and it went completely the other way. So there is a bit of a cautiousness here, and it's kind of asking you to come up with a plan, is what the 7 of Swords is asking you. Come up with a new plan if something kind of happens. Pay attention to what information comes your way on the Monday and Tuesday. And remember, you want to start with a new energy. That's what's really happening here. You want something new to come in your life, particularly in regards to relationships and partnerships this year. So, and it may just mean you doing things a little bit differently is what the 7 of Swords is saying as well. Doing things differently now. You're asked to do things differently now. So, but you're ready for it. It might just be you tweak things as you go along this week, and that's okay, that's fine. Mercury is in retrograde, so you're going to have to, you will want to go over your initial thought and your initial plan, okay? But just take it slow and take it easy, I think. So we might wrap that up now. And thank you so much for liking. Thank you for your comments and shares. I hope you did have a wonderful New Year's, and we shall see you next week.